Incredible evening. Hello, everyone. Incredible evening, and welcome to another Designing in Silhouette Studio session with me, Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365 LLC, the parent company of Silaholics Anonymous, which is the platform that I created several years ago, almost 8 years ago, to teach you guys visually how to utilize Silhouette Studio. Silhouette Studio is the design software for the Cameo machines. And I almost forgot. This is the free preview week, so I did mean to put it over here as well. So let me put that. I'm just going to hit save changes, so it should pop up on my. It should pop up on my phone. So let me change my my privacy settings so that way I can see your comments from Shakia Lavelle. Remember that this is the last week that I will be doing these type videos from the Shakia Lavelle platform, profile. If you want to see any of my content, whether it's a Q&A, a demo of sublimation, I'm going to be doing some grad stalls, some pressing of grad stalls, some graduation fans. Zion Imani's birthday is coming up, so I'm going to be doing some chip bags and some centerpieces and some wraps and stuff for cups. So it's a lot of stuff coming. Make sure that you follow me on Silaholics Anonymous on Facebook, as well as subscribe to both YouTube channels, Silaholics Anonymous, and honestly speaking, I'm about to say Lee Prince of Creations. Jesus, that ain't been my thing since forever. All right, so one second. All right, let me go ahead and select all. So what I'm doing right now is I am sharing out. So if you guys could be so kind and share, spread that digital currency and hit that share button. Also go ahead and hit the like button as well. Excuse me. All right, there we go. All share it out, and then let me make sure that I change my privacy settings. I almost forgot about that. Let's go over here, edit, and actually cool. Oh, so when I don't pre-schedule it and I just add it, it automatically becomes public. Ooh, I like that. I might have to do that more often. Oh no, that was the wrong one. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait a minute now. All right, so now it's public. Okay, cool beans. Now I can see your comments. All right. Once again, hello. I am Shakia, the professor. And we have a new member over on YouTube. Hello, Lisa, and welcome. Thank you for choosing to be a YouTube member over on Silaholics Anonymous so that you can see day 8 through 30 of designing in Silhouette Studio. It will get progressively more intense as we get closer to the end of the month. All right. And good, incredible evening. Hey, just say. Hey, just say. Hello, Miss Johnson. Topeka, how are you? Hey, Hans. Miss Daniels, how art thou? Okay, so like I said, this is day 6 of Designing in Silhouette Studio. This is a series that I started after my 30-day training of Silhouette Studio. If you have not taken a look at that, or you haven't enrolled in it, visit our website. The direct link is in the description of this video. Just go ahead and tap the screen. It will pull it up for you, and you'll hit see more, and you'll see the link for the 30-day training, and it will change your whole outlook on Silhouette. I break down every single tool, essential tool of Silhouette Studio, the how and why of how to use it. So in today's session, we're going to use some common tools and functions within Silhouette Studio. We're going to use the rounded rectangle. So that might be new for some of you guys if you've never used the rounded rectangle and seeing how to adjust the curves on that. Seeing make compound path used in a different way because we're going to use it to create a frame. Excuse me. We are going to do some offsetting and subtracting. Things like offsetting and subtracting pretty much play a part in about 73.65% of my designs. You'll see how I did that. Yep. Y'all know I'm all about branding. So normally when I'm saying something, it has 365 in it. Keep that on your brain all the time because, you know, we have that amazing Change the Game sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees. So check out our website for that as well. All right. So we're going to go ahead and head over to Silhouette Studio. Are you guys enjoying these like mini design sessions so far? Let me know how you guys are liking these design sessions. Is it helping you get a better understanding of Silhouette Studio? All right. I at first thought that this was this font, but I don't even remember what font this was because I've already converted it. I mean, at least for this one, I did have this font, this still as a font. So this is, we're going to have to copy that because that name is super duper long. And I purchased a lot of fonts. I'm not sure where I got it from. It's not the font that it's in. I just did that so you can see it. This name is for this font right here. This one is all right. That is the name of the font that I use for man and guy. And there we go. So you can also see that particular font. Now, this one, I don't remember what it was, but I do like my Vids font. And I just know that with this particular font, it was kind of the same type deal, right? Where the $ only had it at like the top and the bottom. And I really, really, really wanted it to go all the way through. So although this one is already, well, it's done over here, I'm going to show you, of course, on this one, how I did it, which is a simple line and we're going to weld. But the reason why I end up making the $ versus just typing it out was with this particular font, it did the same thing like this one. It didn't go all the way through. It was just a little line at the top and the bottom. And I wanted it to go all the way through. All right, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. Here is the boss. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And really easy to do that. We're going to go over to our rectangle tool. So that's this one. Click on the first one, make a little bar. I want to see what it's going to look like, if it's in the right position, if I should weld it, if I should make it thinner, thicker. So we just fill it with color and remove the line color. If you have Designer Edition or above, since this is filled with color and no line color, we just hit our properties dropper, fill that in. And now I'm able to just put that there. So I do want it to be a little bit thinner because I want to see, like over here, I want to see the opening. So if I move it over, I still can't see too much of it. So we're going to grab it. And normally I tell you guys, don't adjust from the corner nodes and the top and bottom nodes. But for something like this, I do want to adjust it from the middle because I need it to be basically squished, thinned out. So I'm going to, all right, so let's say this is the space that I want. So I'm going to kind of give you a little peek into how my brain works when I'm designing. Like what makes me make the decisions that I make when I'm designing. So here, I want this, like, okay, I want this amount of space. I like how that looks. I just now need to get more space here. So I'm not going to keep pushing and pulling and moving. I'm going to set this side up so I have the amount of space. And I'm just going to take this one and move it in or out until I have the look that I'm going for. Okay. I don't know, or I didn't know at the time how tall or short I wanted this to be. So when I originally designed it, this line was actually really, really, really long because I did not know where I was going to cut it at. So we're going to take that one and we're going to select the word and this line, and I'm going to hit weld. So it's going to separate it from the other letters. Rather than try and duplicate this on the S, I'm going to take this S and turn it a different color, bring it to the front, click on this S, and duplicate it to the right. Then I'm going to select these two and align it to the right. And, well, I guess it didn't stay to the front because I did it after the fact. So we're going to send that to the back so I know to delete this one. So now I have duplicated that S. It's in the exact same spot. I know my lines and things line up. I don't have to do too much adjusting. So now, where do I cut this off at? So what I did when I originally designed this, I put a box. Let's go to nothing's okay. Nope, there's my box. Okay, I don't know why I didn't draw out before. So I'm going to put a box here. I'm going to bring it down to the bottom of the B. Well, really, let's do the O because the O is a little bit higher than the B. All right, so that's there. I'm going to put an offset on this. So I'm going to go and put an offset, and I want a little bit more space on it. So I'm going to go out to about there. Okay, and hit apply. Now I needed to cut away from both those and chop both of those off. So I'm going to select both that line and then my two S's, and I'm going to go crop. Cut them both down at the same time. This is what it means to be to really be efficient in the program, to where you're not going to go in and try and cut it down. I mean, I could have used just my knife tool and went straight across the top, straight across the bottom. But what if the spacing wasn't even? Then I have to go in and adjust my edit points or undo and things like that. So the things that I teach and how I teach is not just about learning the program. I teach you how to be efficient in the program to where you can get things done faster. The name of the game when it comes to being a creative entrepreneur and you are customizing things, you make money when you can put out more product. So if you spend so much time on designing, now that might like, okay, that's like a quick second. But imagine if every time you're doing something, you have to do it the long way instead of knowing some really cool shortcuts to design in. That will shave off your design time, which frees you up to now either work on the next design or begin production on that one a lot faster. Maybe get it to your client a lot faster. Now you look great in their eyes because you delivered the product or told them it was ready beforehand because you were very proficient in how you were designing. Okay, so there's that. So now we're going to select this and group it together. So now for the next part is the outside box around this. I'm going to go to the second tool, which is the rounded rectangle. Make sure that you guys hit share on this video, guys. Please, please, please hit share. Give this video a thumbs up. If you are just joining, drop a hey, how you doing? Help the algorithm. Just by you liking it or just putting a comment to say, good evening, that definitely helps the engagement. So I would really appreciate you guys' support and keeping the channel, and the page moving and grooving. This is why, we are fully monetized now over on Facebook. I'm super proud of that accomplishment. And it's all thanks to you guys and your engagements and watching the videos. So let's get more people on the video and make sure you guys are sharing, tagging, liking, and commenting on the videos. She says, yes, time is expensive. I know that's right. So we have our rounded rectangle. Now, even before I start to move, to adjust my angles, the boss, we group that together. So I'm going to select them both and we're going to just center it. All right, so now it's centered in the middle. If I wanted it to be closer to it, I can make those adjustments, but I'm going to do that after I round it off. So we're going to come over here to these red dots. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on one of those red dots and pull it, and that's going to round that corner off for me. So that's a steep, and then we're going to go ahead and make that a really wide curve. Okay. So we're going to go like that, and then right click. We actually don't even have to convert it to path because I'm going to do a duplicate and make that a compound path. So I really even have to convert this one to path. I'm going to go to my offset tool, put an offset on it. You decide how thick or thin you want this offset to be. I'm going to take mine up just a little bit because this is a really bold font. So we want to match the aesthetics of it. We have a bold font and this is a rounded, so I didn't want to go too thin with it. So now that I have both of those, I'm going to fill them with color so that you can see they're two solid pieces, right? We just right click and make compound path. I did not select the word boss. I only selected the offsets, the outlines, and we make it a compound path. Now it becomes a frame. All right, we're going to just go family because we have lady, we have girl, and I'm going to show two different ways of doing this. So we're going to bring this to the front. Over here, we are boss family. Everybody's involved in our business over here. Sonny Monty works the mail room. MJ likes to be creative. Sometimes he does like to help pack. He enjoys going to the warehouse to move things around and do all that stuff. But it really is a family business, over here. So we are a boss family. So I'm going to use this one, right? And I'm going to make a duplicate because I'm going to show you two different ways. So if you wanted the line to go all the way around, you would simply, and you're going to do, let's say you're going to do two different colors. You could simply just select everything and go modify, subtract all. It's going to look like nothing's changed. But what happens is that now has a cutout in the middle. And all parts of it, if you're cutting it from vinyl, all parts of it will touch your shirt or your hoodie or your sweatshirt, whatever it is. Put it on some pants, some jeans, all parts of the vinyl would touch that. If it was just sublimation, you wouldn't have to worry about that because it's going to print as is. If you're going to use it for adhesive vinyl, maybe we'll put this on some cups, and all of our family, we'll have boss family cups. And we want all the adhesive vinyl to touch the cup and not overlap because you can see that line of demarcation. You would subtract all. Now, if I made this where it was all the same color, you're going to lose part of the word family. So we're going to come over here and put an offset on this. You make that offset as big or as small as you would like it. I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. Let's see. Do I want to do 0.1? Yeah, so let's go 0.1. Okay. And then I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to fill it in with color just so that you can see what's going to subtract away from what. All right. So now I want that to cut from the word boss, but I also want the cutouts in the middle. Oh, let me pull this one because I need that for the next one. So we're going to come back to the blue. I have both of those selected. I'm going to change the color. Nope. See, I had the wrong thing selected. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on family, click on that again, change the color. Bam, got the right part selected. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on my frame, click on the word boss, and we're going to go subtract all again because we have multiple things selected. And then I can click and then off and then move these. So now if this was all one color, we can still see the word family. And if I wanted to on this one, I can ungroup and move these inner pieces out of the way if I really didn't want those in the middle. And then here, I mean, it's kind of going over it. It's the same way with the F over here. But if I wanted it to kind of scale back some, I could always use my edit points and delete point and just kind of have that sit to the back. That's up to you as far as if you want that to have the middle part or not. So 2 different ways of doing that. This works better if you have it as a different color. Okay. Now we're going to go here. And only because I hear them. So I'm going to go Boss Bros because my kids call themselves B-Bros, Big Brother and Baby Brother. And we're going to put that right there. And I could do an offset and have like right here where that S is, have it curve. But if I wanted it to be straight, so where I have, let's see, Boss Man and Boss, oh, actually, no, actually I did do the, I did the offset on it, but you can also use a box. Now here, I made this one. Now I look at it, I'm like, okay, that's kind of thin, right? If I want to extend this, I'm going to double click, hold down Shift, drag and select up to these edit points, and then hit my down arrow to give myself a little bit more room at the bottom so that I can bring my bros down some. I'm going to select them all and center them. And then I could simply cut this with my knife tool. Oh, come on, not poly. Oh, but you know what? I could use poly and come up and go like that, double click, and then I can remove this. Or I could just use my knife tool on like one on each side, or still use the offset. So we'll just go offset, make that as big or as small as you want. The only reason why I did not want to do offset because I knew with the S, I was going to get the little indentation part and I want it to be more so straight. Now here, there is no overlap. Last time I used subtract all. This time around, I can use just subtract because it's only 2 pieces. That was a great session when we went through modify, really understanding the differences between subtract and subtract all and when you need to use them. That was a really, really great session. So if you've ever been confused about when do you use subtract, when do you use subtract all, or why is it that sometimes when you subtract, everything goes away, sign up for Essentials to Silhouette Studio. We had pretty much a whole day of like modify. Well, actually, there was a whole day of just subtract. And then there was a whole other day of subtract all. So sign up for Essentials. If you've ever been confused and you get tired of doing subtract and then having to undo and then figure it out that way, learn what it means to subtract or subtract all with the 30-day training. So now on this one, I'm going to select the offset, hold down Shift, select the outline, and I'm just going to hit subtract. Oops, wait, I hit the wrong thing. See, we're going to click on, this is why we like to fill with color. Nope, see, I still don't have the right one. All right, we're going to click. There we go. So now I know I have my outline. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the border around it, and go to subtract. See, now I didn't have that extra piece that I have to get rid of. It's automatically gone. And I didn't have to ungroup because it's already broken up into sections. So if I want to get rid of these really small pieces, I'm just going to hold down Shift, click on the rest of the outline. Now I have just those little straggly pieces, hit delete on my keyboard. They are gone and I'm ready to go. Now, like I said, I knew looking at the S, I was going to get this like little piece that came in like this, and I didn't want that. So for now, I'm just going to take my knife tool, cut that off so that it is straight. And there we go. And that is how I created these. And then of course, it was more so about this part. This is just simple text, and you would use your justification center and then just put that on top. But this part was the main part of this, and how to create that frame and how to create those openings and those gaps. Okay. All right. So I thank you guys. She says, I've learned so much from you. I'm so good at it. Oh, thank you. And I'm glad that you have learned so much. She's like the silhouette boss herself. Thank you. May I ask if you're going to do another business to business class? I will, just not sure when that will be scheduled for that particular session. Definitely hit the thumbs up. There are no questions in this one because it's just me kind of going through the different designs. So there are no questions in this one. This is not a class. It is just a demo or kind of a teaching, but not necessarily a class. So no questions during this one. The name of the font, the script font is, there we go. All right, so this is the name of the font. The two fonts that I used. The only one I didn't have is the one for Boss because I couldn't remember which font it was. All right. So once again, if you are interested in taking the 30-day training, just visit our website, where did it go? All right, we're going to pull you over from here because I'm not sure where it went. Oh, there it goes. It popped up right there. All right, cool beans. I was like, where is the web page? There we go. So I'm going to go back to my home page. Right up under the thumbnails for our sublimation collections is where you will find that course. So we're going to click on that. You're going to add to it. Make sure you read where it says read more, because it does have some information on there about the emails that you are supposed to receive. You want to make sure that you receive it. I actually need to update this. There's no more Zoom access. The 30 days are over with. It's no longer live. You're going to get access to all of the playbacks, be able to work at your own pace. The joy of joining it after the 30 days is you don't have to wait. So if right now you feel like I need help with tracing, I need help with edit points, you can go right to those days and go to the Academy, download the worksheets, and get right into tracing and edit points, and then come back to the rest later. So it can be a benefit to not being in it in the 30 days and getting access to it after it is done. But just go to the website. It's $83.65 for the 30-day training. Although the link is in the description of this video, I'm going to go ahead and drop that in. So business to business is sold out right now. What do you mean? I don't have if it's a class, it's never a matter of it being sold out. I mean, you can, if it was something I did, and as far as getting the playback, when I did the business one, like that mindset one and the foundation, that one is not available. I only, like, no one can get the playback of that. Whoever was in that when they get that playback, because that is something that I will do again. I'm just not sure when it will be scheduled, but it's not necessarily that it's sold out. It's just that it's not available right now. Okay. All right. So thank you guys once again. Hopefully this has helped you learn and understand Silhouette Studio just a little bit more. If you would like to be able to view day 8 through 30, tomorrow will be the last free preview day. It was supposed to be the 3rd, but this the rest of the week was a thank you for you guys helping me get monetized and be recognized as someone who's putting out that content over on Facebook to where my live videos can now be monetized, because I was always doing these live videos for absolutely free, no compensation. So I thank you guys so very much for that I extended this. If you would like to see day 8 through 30, you have to be enrolled in one of 3 things. You have to either become a member on my YouTube channel, Silaholics Anonymous, so you'll just click join. It's $14.99. The link for that is in the description of this video. Enroll in the essentials. You'll get access to the first 30 days, like the 30 days in March, and then this will be some extended trainings for you guys. So you'll get lifetime access. If you do the $14.99, whenever you end that one, you also lose access. You do the Essentials of Silhouette Studio, you have forever access to this. M to the G, I completely forgot to share this to the corresponding locations. So, oh man, I don't know if I add them, does it do the whole video or just part of it? I just realized that I forgot to share them to broadcast them on these locations. So hopefully they'll be there. If not, I'm going to have to download it and upload them to my Facebook groups. Oh man, completely forgot about that. But anywho, thank you guys. How long is access to the Academy? In the words of Cardi B on Love and Hip Hop, you are stuck with my class forever. So yes, you have lifetime access to the Essentials to Silhouette Studio, Learn Silhouette Studio in 30-day training. You have forever access to that content to be able to watch those videos. As far as my Academy programs, they run, this year it ran year to year. It's going to change a little bit next year. But I don't have like a program where you have access to all of my classes and things like that. There is no program like that. Any classes that you take, you have lifetime access to them. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.